So I know a lot of people are probably or wondering, I don't know, or ask. I don't know how many people are even asking about like the whole toast situation, and I honestly don't even know what to say on it. I feel like it got completely blown out of proportion, like, and like I'm gonna be honest. When I got off Twitter, I actually got off Twitter. Like I'm not kidding. When I said that's enough Twitter for today, I did not get back on. So I didn't. Apparently, there were like a lot of negative comments to my response. I don't know what they are. I'm going to be honest. I couldn't. You say it to meme, but I actually just got the F off of Twitter. I'm assuming because of the initial comments, I think people were basically telling me that like we're not trying to cancel Toast, we're trying to educate Toast. And to those people, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the people who are like literally trying to cancel Toast over it. And there are people who were literally like blocking like there are people who were. So it's hard because I think the majority of people, like, it's hard to, there's so many thousands of like stands, right? Not all of the stands are bad. And it's hard because I don't even know what it is. It's like everyone is part of this big group of stands. Like, what are fans versus stands? And like it's like you hear a small minority, and I understand it is like a vocal minority, but it's hard to like differentiate or like it's hard to communicate who I'm talking to. But it's like the really toxic people who I'm trying to talk to. But I don't know. I couldn't read the comments. I even popped into, there was like a voice call that some of them were doing. I just popped in as like a listener to like hear what people had to say. And honestly, like a lot of like what people were saying, like it wasn't even like, I was listening, and it was nice to hear like what people were speaking about. And I think Celine was in there and like trying to like kind of mediate. And there's a lot of valid opinions in there. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I was so overwhelmed because there's like 40,000 different opinions. And like, how do I tell these people that I'm talking to them and not these people who are actually rational? I didn't even know. I was like, I'm not doing this. So I got off. I don't have a good take on it. I'm sorry. So I just want to try to chill.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like Toast's content, like Toast is a really, really, really smart dude who honestly just like, I feel like he's bored with the norm. He's bored with normal. And that's why like like his personality that he like his internet persona that he's come off on it as is like extremely sarcastic. He's extremely like dry satirical humor, and the problem is that will offend some people. Like it just will. I think because a lot of people don't get his humor and don't understand him, and when you try to explain it, closer. Am I really quiet?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I just think that a lot of people don't get Toast. And knowing Toast personally, knowing the kind of person he is, like he's not nearly anywhere near that offensive when we're with him at all. Actually, he's not racist, he's not sexist, he's not Toast any of those things. People just don't get him.
Toast is such a good dude.
They just don't get him.
Toast is that guy behind the scenes that like has his friends backed like no other. Like he does so much behind the scenes that like people don't say, and like he works, he's like one of the most caring people. I think he is like the glue to our friend group. He is like, he brings so many of us together. He's the reason, I swear, half of us even have a career. Like Toast, I swear, I joke about it. I owe Toast like, I want to say 20% of my income.
I think like the way, the way we have to think about it is like, there's a lot of content creators out there, right? And then maybe someone clips something of like some ex-streamer or content or YouTuber or influencer that I don't know, and I see that and taken out of context. I don't know their personality, I don't know anything about them, and they kind of seem like an asshole. That's probably what people think about Toast, and that's why people will get angry, because like they don't know him, they don't know his humor, that he's satirical.
He's been
so like he definitely rides that line, which is risky, but he gets away with it because he's really insanely smart, so I mean that's Toast. That's
it's I don't know.
Ahmed.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually can't, because there's so many people on this the spectrum of like people who are very like, I can't even with the fans. There's a spectrum of people who all like, some people are like, no, all of Toast's jokes are like wrong and they shouldn't, like he needs to be canceled. Like we should, like Toast is like there are people who just out like they just hate Toast, and there's people who are like more reasonable over here. And then you have people who are like all for it and like, dude, Toast is this great. Like, and I can't respond to every single person on that. Like, and people, I can't, there's too many different opinions about it. I feel like so many people, it's really frustrating to just hear people argue like over it, just the comments, and then it's just causing more and more arguments. The people on LSF think this way, the people on Twitter think this way. They're like, dude, these stands are toxic. Dude, the people on LSF, they're so like, they're toxic, and then they're arguing about how these people are arguing. There's people like, I'm just going through Twitter and like, I don't know, and I'm like responding to like a few people, and then the other group gets offended about how I replied to this group when I'm not even talking about that group, and I'm like, I'm off Twitter. And then I see my friends respond a certain way, and then half the internet attacks them for their response, and then they delete their tweet, and then like, because they just couldn't word it the way they wanted to come off. And it's just so frustrating when I know these people and how good of people they are. It's so frustrating. And it's very overwhelming to have like thousands of people or hundreds of people or however many people just come at you. And I got overwhelmed by it, honestly, and I didn't think of a response right now. Honestly, I didn't even remember that this was a thing we were going to talk about until I saw someone in chat ask. And so I'm just talking, but I'm honestly, I'm not.
Yeah, I think you
I'm
said
not
it
very
fine.
good at responding to these things, or a lot of, and it.
I mean, I don't think
I
there's
just want
anything.
people to know Toast is a good dude.
There's nothing really to respond to.
Yeah. I think it's just because I was getting backlash.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should even be talking on it because I didn't read the backlash, and that's probably my bad. I just got off Twitter.
No, I think it's a good thing you didn't read the backlash, because I think it's a lot of people that are.
I think it's just people think because.
No, it's just a lot of it's seriously a lot of misunderstanding, like an actual lot of misunderstanding.
I just don't like it. I don't like it. And then people were saying like they were getting mad at like us for associating with Toast or something. Like I saw comments like, you guys, what Toast is saying is like, you shouldn't support it, and if you support it, like you're supporting this, like that. And I'm like, I'm sorry. What? Stop. And like, so those are the people who are actually trying to like cancel Toast. And then so when I say if you're canceling Toast, like cancel me, bro, it's because, and then a lot of people are like, we're not trying to cancel Toast. People are though. Like there are people, I read comments of people who were literally like, I refuse to support somebody who affiliates with Toast because of this, and this. Like that, what if that's not constructive, that's just so like blatantly like, you know? And so I know that kind of person doesn't represent everybody else. But like those are the comments that I'm like reading, I'm getting riled up about, so I understand like and there are a bunch of people who are very rational about it and like
yeah, there are a lot of rational people. There are definitely a lot
I
of
was listening to the conversation and it was really nice too, but like I can't, it's hard to it's a really gray area because I don't know how to respond to this person versus this person versus this person, and everyone's bothered to a certain extent, and I guess the internet has just been so freaking hard to be on lately. Every day I'm reading a new apology and a new people complaining about everything. I'm reading like, Leslie, you shouldn't do this because of this, just looking out for you, and it feels like you can't take a step in any direction because it's gonna do something here, and everything is, so I just try to stay in the safest bubble possible, and like this is where I have to, and I don't know. So anyway, it's just a really stressful place, and it's gonna burn people the F out of it.
Yeah, like, I think one of the hardest parts about being an influencer and a content creator, and a big reason why I'm personally not like, a big thing that turned me away from the space, is that you're constantly trying to navigate the waters of this world where you are this influencer that, you know, you have a fan base or a viewer base of like thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people who all look up to you as a role model, but you're also trying to navigate this other side of yourself, which is you, like who you are. And the fact of the matter is that like everyone's human. You know, these people that people like all these influencers that everyone looks up to, they're human and they will make mistakes, and so you're always like kind of at odds with how you want to act and be yourself, but also the fact that sometimes yourself might like rub other people the wrong way.
Yeah.
And so it's a really, really tough place, and I think it's one of the biggest reasons why people burn out of being an influencer. It's a big reason why I stopped.
It's more of like, it feels like a lot of people are trying to tell you and me and people how to like behave, and like it feels like a lot of backseating of life, and I don't even get it that bad. I get it a little bit, but like I see my friends get it bad. I'm like, whoa, how are you functioning? Because like if someone criticizes me, I feel like I have to defend myself, or like I have to like, where's this coming from? What am I doing wrong? My first thing is like, okay, maybe I need to, you know, but if I've got that times 10 times 1,000, I'd be like, oh god, what? Like it just feels. So I guess I get overwhelmed for my friends. I see that and I'm like, damn.
I mean, I think the biggest thing that we can say is that we've known Toast for a while, and like a lot of the things that people say or accuse him of, like we know from firsthand experience that he's just a good dude, and
his humor is
he's
like,
funny. He's definitely dry. He's got that dry humor for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
He dances the line.
Yeah, but he's not in any way sexist or racist or any of these things. Like I've not personally experienced or seen any of that from Toast, like off camera or on camera.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway, so I don't have a great take on it. It's more of just that I saw it, I got very overwhelmed by it. I'm not great I'm not great with my Ray tweeted, I'm so bad with words, and I'm like, girl, I am the exact same. Like when something like this happens, I don't know what to say, because I have so many thoughts, and I don't know. I don't like it. It makes me very upset I just feel overwhelmed. And then I see Toast cry, because the thing when Toast cried, not because of all the stuff happening to him, but because he saw that his friends were getting hate. Not that he was, but that the first thing he's thinking is like, me and Ray and Hafu and his friends who are backing him up are getting backlash. And I'm like, Toast, no! It just breaks my heart. So anyway, I hope that I don't know how it can get better, but the internet, man. Twitter. Ugh. How do you deal with it? I don't know. Just stay away from it? I don't know. Maybe I just gotta give myself a big long social media break. Stay away from Twitter, and then streaming. I feel like Twitch is pretty chill. Like I know that at least it didn't seem like I got like one question about it, but like you guys weren't like instantly pressing me for information or like, and I really appreciate that from you guys that can come here and chill and bring good vibes.